Hello, good evening to everyone. This is Justin Talk News PX. Uh, First, I just would like to request you to kindly like, subscribe, and follow. And share it to your friends. And magandang gabi ulit sa inyo, wherever you are. Magandang gabi sa pamilya nyo at sa lahat ng mga kaibigan nyo na listening to this broadcast. For tonight, we will be talking about a very important topic kasi just a couple of hours ago, BP Sara conducted a press conference in her OBP, Office of the Vice President. And there was a lot of questions asked, but we're not going to mention or discuss all of the topics. But hapyawan lang natin ng konti yung mga important na mga questions doon, but they are not in order or chronological order kung ano yung unang tinanong at hindi. Ito, gagawin lang natin ito, we'll just take this up para mahimay-himay natin kung ano bang mga ibig sabihin doon sa mga sinasabi niya. Kasi sometimes ang questions is vague, medyo mahina ang questions, and what was clear, yung mga answers ni BP Sara, which is concise din, and actually BP Sara is very candid in her answers. Is very, you can feel her honesty on the questions and humbleness, humility dun sa mga sagot niya sa mga reporters. And of course, they are very, makita mo yung toughness ng kanyang personality. And also, wala siyang, he is not hiding anything. Malalaman mo sa personality ni BP Inday. The frankness, the truthfulness of what she's saying. Kaya ramdam mo kung anong mga bibitawan niya mga salita. To start with, yung isang statement niya na medyo nakakatawa kung sabihin sa iba, but that it has brought some truth to it. At parang binasag niya yung mga plano ni Martin Romualdez. Kasi ganito yung there was a question na tinanong sa kanya with regards to Martin kung paano, ano ba yung kaya ang binabalak ni Martin. Aware ka ba na si Martin Romualdez is planning to be the Vice President of the Philippines? Yun ang sinabi ni BP Sara na Martin Romualdez is really planning for a long time na magiging presidente sa bansa natin. And he knows it personally. Narinig niya kay Martin yan. Kaya hindi siya nasa-shock or surprise na malalaman niya na si Martin is gearing up for the position of Vice President. Siguro after ng kanyang impeachment or ng kanyang removal as Vice President, whether legally or through impeachment. Kasi dalawang avenue na ang tinatahak ng administration for the removal of the President. Sabi ni VP Sara, if they have political ambitions, huwag naman nilang gamitin ang buong gobyerno or kung sa term pa ng iba, all government efforts are targeted towards the removal of BP Sara or to destroy one person na sa tingin nila ay hadlang sa kanilang ambition to become president of this country. Yun ang isa sa mga bagay that BP Sara emphasized. So, sabi niya, it was really the ultimate goal of all these cases that are hurled into Sarah's position para siya ma-remove from office. And other than that, the DOJ is planning more, not just removal from office, but the conviction of BP Sara on the charges of uh, grave threats and uh, violation of the anti-terror law. So mabigat, 'di ba? Isipin mo, by that words na kinukuha, sabi pa nga ni Sarah, inalisan ng Kong. Kung papatayin nila ako. Inalis nila yung Kong para mag-appear na siya ang nagbibigay ng grave threat doon kay Lisa, BBM at saka ni Martin Romualdez. But hindi naman yung tinitwist nila yung words niya. Kaya ganyan ang resulta. So, they are relying on this. And sabi niya, hindi imposible yan na maisampa yan sa korte. With the way they're handling the justice system in this country. And with Boeing at the helm of that department, there is no doubt. Kasi, sabi pa ni BP Sara, he was thinking it over kung bakit charge sa kanya yung grave threats, then violation of the anti-terror bill. Naalala niya si Arnie Tibes. Tumawag pa nga siya doon with regards to that. Kasi pala, kasama doon sa pag-file ng mga kaso na yan, yung anti-terror bill pala, kasama dyan ang removal from office. So, she will not be eligible in holding any office in the government. So, disqualified na siya for running, kung isipin natin, for running as president in the 2028 election. Then, aside from that, this charge, anti-terror bill, you can, with the warrant of arrest issued to you, automatically, you will be jailed without bail. Kaya yun ang purpose nila, na talagang kukulungin siya with that charge. And aside from that, there's an unblock prohibition of all your properties. They will freeze all your assets so that you cannot move, you cannot use your money in your expenses for the charges hurled upon you, and maparalyze ka financially. So yun ang purpose. That what they did to Arnie Tibes. So yan ang sabi niya. Then she said na she's ready. Handa siya without fear, or hindi ma-feel mo sa salita niya na talaga, she's a very brave woman. Kasi ibang babae, yung ganyan, umiiyak na while saying that. If you remember, Colonel Garma, pulis pa yun, umiiyak, iyak ng iyak dahil sa anak niya. Pero Baby Sara, you cannot see any remorse or whatever na sign of emotional breakdown. But sabi nga niya, I'm ready, I accepted my fate. Kung God has a purpose for me, and He will allow that, accept siya. And He's not planning to run or to go abroad, to hide. Kasi nandito yung mga anak daw niya. And kailangan nandito siya para makita niya yung mga anak niya kung kailangan niyang ma-meet ang mga anak niya. So yun, that's an emotional statement. Yung ibang mga tao who suffered the same, talagang medyo matamaan sa ganyang words. For a tough woman, a brave woman, a courageous woman like BP Sara, should the quality of a good leader, of a tough leader. Ganyan, parang siya, sino ba, Indira Gandhi, or si Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher of England. Yung mga ganyan, Iron Lady, mga ganyang ugali. So, doon pa lang, sabi niya, ano mangyari, tatanggapin ko yan. Kung anong mangyari sa kanya. Pag ganyan ang fate na mangyari sa kanya, tatanggapin niya. Pero sa words, reading the lines that she's saying, mababasa na rin niya, mababasa natin na she's ready to fight. Because she had this array of lawyers that handles every case na isasampa laban sa kanya. With regards to the DOJ, the NBI, kaya nga hindi siya umatin, what's the use? You're tama nga yung sinabi ko, anong gamit na haharap pa siya? Humarap din naman yung lawyer niya at nagpapaliwanag. So, ano pang kailangan? Is there any other need for her to appear? Para magkaroon ng propaganda na naman yung mga kalaban niya. So, there's no need. Kasi, she's very positive na once na makarating yung DOJ, they will file a case against her. Yun. Yung mga kaso na yan. Kasi, yun daw ang sinabi ng isang undersecretary sa Department of Justice, that threat is a threat. Yun ang sinasabi. That's a threat. Regardless kung how you see it, or how the law see it, kung talagang threat yan under our penal code sa definition of a real grave threat, wala silang pakialam, isampa nila yan. And there was a pronouncement already from an undersecretary of the Department of Justice. Ganyan naman di ba? If you can remember Bantag, wala pa, hindi pa nakasampa yung kaso. The same with Tibes. Sabi na guilty na. She's guilty. And the case is closed because they have found the culprit ng gumawa ng krimen. Tapos nangyari kay Bantag. Ngayon, sana yung kaso na yan. Nawala na yung mga witnesses yata. Yung kay Tibes naman, nagbaliktaran naman yung mga paid up na mga witnesses niya. 10 witnesses yun. So, Pipi Sara is really expecting na mangyari sa kanya yan. So, it's no use. Pupunta ka pa sa NBI, para mag-present ang sarili mo, mapapagod ka lang, di ba? And you know the result will be the same. Na talagang masampahan ka ng kaso na yan. And once, pagsampa nila sa korte niyan, and they will find, it's possible dahil hawak na nilang justice system. Everything is weaponized. Every agency, department of this government is weaponized against Pipi Sara. Isang babae, lahat na department, Congress, DOJ, DILG, lahat, they are conniving against one woman. Nakapagtataka. Ganyan sila ka-desperate na gusto na talagang nila ma-eliminate si BP Sara for that political purpose na she can not run as president for the 2028 elections. Sinabi rin yan. BP Sara attested to that yun talaga ang gusto ni Martin. So, when she will be removed as vice president, Martin will take over. Kinonfirm na ni BP Sara na that's the plan. Then sabi pa niya, kaya mga tao, dahil nga what the administration is doing sa utak ni Lisa siguro at ni Martin Romualdez is to use public opinion. Kaya kahit na walang kwentang mga bagay na iparatang nila kay BP Sara, they're doing that para lang masira si BP Sara, and it will change public opinion. Tinanong rin niya mga Pilipino, ang publiko mismo, are you ready to have a vice president na si Martin Romualdez na hindi niyo binoto? Gusto ba ninyo yun? Na magkaroon kayo ng vice president na hindi niyo binoto? Dahil nga, she will be removed from office. Ayun ang sabi niya. So, nakita natin ang takbo ng ano na to, government, weaponizing all the agencies of government just to oppress one great woman na si BP Sara. So, meron pa nga doon should ng humility dahil tinanong nga siya with regards to your preparation for the cases that haharapin niya. Sabi niya, actually, nag-hire na siya ng mga lawyers. Bawat kaso na isasampa, bawat charge, merong isang lawyer o dalawang lawyer who will work on it. They will study the charges, then make their defense. Ngayon, kung pareho ang charges, pwedeng isang lawyer lang. Kung mayroong parehong charges na isasampa sa kanya, pwede isang lawyer ang mag-handle. Pero maraming lawyers yon. So, it shows na talagang they will fight legally. Meron din, sabi niya, this is not merely a political issue. What is important also, the legal aspect of the impeachment case. Kasi doon i-base they will not, especially sa Senate, they will base all their decisions on the legal aspect of the case. Kung meron ba talagang crime na nakomit. Hindi yan mangyayari sa Kongreso. Kaya wala na silang ibang iniisip nila dyan. Kung magkano ang makukulikta nila per case na isasampa nila. At saka yung attendance nila, dati attendance natin, lang time in, time out, ganun. Ngayon, 10 million, 20 million ang attendance in a single hearing. So, ganyan ka-importante nga, present ka in every hearing. And you are saying something na maka-impress doon sa speaker. So, that's the truth. So, yung nangyari, they are preparing for these charges. Ngayon, one matter na very touching that should unity in the family of the Dutertes, nung minention ni VP Sara na si PRD tried to contact her through her brother. Tinabihan daw si Pulong na kung magpadala ng pera para doon sa mga abogado, bayad. Ang sabi ni BP Sara, wag na lang dahil nung nagsabi si Franz Castro na i-impeach siya, sabi niya maghanda na tayo ng pera because we are not expecting na ito lang ang case. Kaya nakahanda daw sila ng pera. Ngayon, nung sabi naman ng mga trolls, saan yung pera mo sa confidential fund? Yun ang gagamitin mo. Bakit? I have to ask one question. Was there any charge of malversation or technical malversation or bribery na nakita talaga na nakatanggap ng pera si BP Sara? Wala naman charge ng bribery or plunder. Meron ba? So, talagang sila, united sila, they help each other, mga Duterte. Sabi ni BP Sara, wag na kayo magpadala. Nakahanda na kami dyan sa, expected na namin yan 1 year ago pa, nung si Franz Castro was nagyayabang na they will file impeachment case against BP Sara. So, yun ang sabi ni BP Sara. So, makita mo yung humility ng mga tao na yan na nagtutulungan sila. They help each other during a time na medyo kailangan ng tulong ng isang member ng kanilang pamilya. And makita mo na hindi umapaw ang pera sa kanila. Because it is a known fact na talagang mga Duterte are not corrupt. Hindi sila naghahakot ng pera para sa during their terms as a mayor or as president, si both BP Inday and President Duterte. So makikita mo ang humbleness ng mga taong yan. Then yung charges nga na charges na anti-terror violation, the anti-terror bill is very out of the nowhere, or kung tanungin mo yung mga abogado, how come a threat like that became a terror act? If you say terror, gumagamit ka ng pwersa, or you have the intention to eliminate a lot of people. Oh. Oh. Meron ba siyang intention na ganyan? Oh. So nga, legally, kasi sigurado naman yan ang naaabot sa Supreme Court yan. Ang problema lang dyan kung magkaroon ng probable cause. Mangyari niyan, yung nangyari kay BP Inday, yun nangyari kay Kibuloy ngayon, ni Pastor Kibuloy. Makukulong siya. May isang tanong, papayag ba ang mga supporters, those who really believe in BP Sara? Kasi hindi ako maniwala na, kasi noon marami nagsasabi na paggagalawin yan si BP Inday, pag ganyan ang mangyayari, na anything na detrimental to her position as Vice President, magre-react ng military. But everything changes. At ngayon, it changes not on the way, not in favor of BP Sara, but on the other side. So alam na natin kung bakit nag-iba ang sitwasyon. So, handang-handa na siya sa mga cases, and there's a lot of mention of the confidential fund with regards to the impeachment naman. What I think I have to discuss that in another vlog or another broadcast. Medyo mahaba, and marami siyang mini-mention doon na very revealing din. Then ito nga ang sa tingin ko ang troubling talaga, ang masyadong nakakabahala itong kaso sa DOJ. Kasi they're preparing the case. Yung sinabi nga ng NBI, they will be submitting it, their findings, or what and the evidences that they gathered on the first week of January. So we are expecting na on those dates, meron ng kasong may sasampa. At once na sigurado maka-probable cause yan. At sigurado akong hindi magtatago yan si Inday. She will face it. And this might be the trigger for, I don't know, I hope it will not happen. I'm not saying that it's a people power triggering incident, but the possibility is there. There is a big possibility that it will happen, because this is the ultimate test of the love of the supporters of Inday Sara. They will be tested kung talagang hanggang saan ang mga DDS, ang mga supporters, ang mga citizens that voted for BP Sara. Will they go to the streets? And it was shown in the EDSA rallies that they are ready to go to the streets. And meron bang part ng military who will go with the group of those supporting BP Sara? This may be a renegade group, a splinter group from the AFP, and we don't know if it happened, but the probability is quite big for that. There is a big, huge probability that it will happen. Kasi with a charismatic leader like BP Sara, and maraming tao na nailagay ang sarili nila sa sitwasyon ni BP Sara, if that will happen. So the pouring of a lot of support is expected kung mangyari yung event na yan. Nakita natin yung injustice, klarong-klaro. Talagang meron ding isang reporter pala nagtanong kung nagsisi ka ba ng sinabi mo. Sabi niya, hindi, wala siyang dapat pagsisihan. Kasi alam niya kung anong mangyari sa kanya. Merong, ah, yung pagkamatay niya will not go in vain. Dati kasi sinabi niya, nagalit nga si Bam Aquino dahil sinabi niya na yung pagkamatay ni Ninoy dahil hindi siya naghabilin was in vain dahil hindi daw nakaganti doon sa totoong uh, mastermind ng gumawa ng krimen na yun kay Ninoy. Kaya kunwari ito si Bam naggalit pa na huwag nang insultuhin yung memory ng kanyang tiyuhin na huwag isama daw sa politika. Why not? It's part of our history na ganyan ang nangyari. And really naman, you failed. You failed even if your tita mo matagal dyan sa position niya. Kasi pangalawa pa yung anak, they never find the mastermind. Sino ang mga, yun ang fool guys, yung nahuli ninyo at napatay, yung si Galman, saka yung mga nakakulong na mga sundalo na nag-escort sa kanya pababa ng tarmac, di ba? So, yun ang gustong ipahiwatig ni BP Sara na kung ano mangyari sa kanya, kung mamamatay man siya, hinabilin niya para hindi in vain. Walang kahulugan yung pagkamatay niya. Di ba? Iba ang mentality ni BP Sara. Talagang labanan ka in all means. Hindi siya magpapirig sa'yo. So, nakita mo yung tao na talagang meron siyang puso, pero meron siyang pusong lalaban din para sa kanyang karapatan. Napaka humbling experience to hear from Vice President that is doing her best, pero dahil sa greed ng ibang tao na gusto manatili sa kanilang posisyon, they're doing everything to destroy her. So, maraming mention siya doon with regards to the confidential fund, mga dahilan, ba't hindi niya sinabi. Then, maybe in my next vlog or next broadcast, I will be discussing about that. And also, with regards to her security, there was a lot of controversial comments galing kay BP Sara that answered nung mga doubts, questions about security, mention niya doon. So it will be taken, we'll be talking about that in my next broadcast. So siguro for this broadcast, I hope I have made a clear view of what BP Sara was saying during her interview this afternoon. At you can surmise kung saan ba papunta itong mga events na actually manipulated by the administration for the mere purpose of destroying BP Sara. So, isa sa mga advice ko, we have to gear it up. We have to prepare. If you're supporting BP Sara and you want to protect her, and you go with a lot of people who will be doing the same, kailangan mag-prepare tayo at magmasid. So, siguro dito na lang tayo for this time. Then, I hope I can make another broadcast to discuss another topic doon din sa taken from the press con that she made this afternoon. Maraming salamat at good evening sa lahat, and I hope you subscribe, you share, and then you like. Paki-press ng like para naman magkaroon ako ng like. Okay? So thank you. Good evening to everyone.